how do I survive the early years of my business? And I want to pass this information along because as a business owner, as somebody who has gone through most of these things and learned the hard way about a lot of these things, I'm always trying to pass on, some nuggets of information, because I know for me, a lot of the things that we talk about here on this channel, a lot of the things that I learned the hard way, if I would have had someone passing on this information to me, it would have been a lot easier for me to go through some of these situations and scenarios. So I've compiled a list of things that I want to talk about in this vein, and just how to get through those early years of your business and put yourself in a position to survive that and be stronger. And there's a lot of learning that goes on as a new business owner, or even people who have been in business for a while and done other businesses. You reach a point where you are learning a lot of the foundational things that you have to learn in going into business and surviving in business. So I want to step through some of those things right now. The first thing is you want to plan your finances for longer than 5 years. And what I mean by that is, if you understand that most businesses fail within the first 5 years, you want to plan out your finances farther out into the future and really have a real clear picture of how your business is going to make profit and be profitable for a longer period of time, maybe even 10 years. Think about the projection of your business for 10 years or however long that you can kind of see into the future with what you are creating. And that is the key. Whatever your business model is, whatever your product offering is, really think about how that's going to fare in 5, 10, 15 years. Is it something that is still going to be viable? This is very important, and it's something that business owners don't often do, because we really see the immediacy of what we're doing and we're really on fire about what's happening now with what we're creating. And it's hard to project those things when you're thinking about, or when you're thinking that way, when you're just thinking in the immediate terms of, whatever you're creating. But if you can, I would say definitely put some eggs in that basket of really thinking about your business, 15, 20 years from now. And what that will allow you to do is to really be forward thinking in terms of profitability of your business, and it will allow you to move into the other things that we're going to talk about here without being stuck in whatever you're doing in the immediate terms. Hey, real quick, if you have found any value in this video, please do drop it a like. And also, one thing that really helps out a lot on these YouTube channels that a lot of people don't realize is that if you can watch other videos, after you watch this video, watch other videos on the channel. I'm sure you'll find something that is both insightful and that you will enjoy. So if you have time, please watch other videos that will truly help out the channel. And now back to the video. So one of the next most important things that you can do as a new business or existing business or older business is keep your overhead low as possible. And this is something that people really struggle with early on in business, because it's hard to kind of predict all of the little, meticulous things that are going to come up that are going to suck money out of your budget while you're in business. So you really have to be very frugal minded about how you're spending money in your business those early years. Even if you are making, great profit and you're hitting the ground running and everything's moving along as you predicted in your business from a monetary standpoint, you still want to be frugal and keep your overhead as low as possible, because what happens oftentimes is it's not that businesses aren't profitable, it's that they're not profitable all the time. And you have to, really budget your money in a business for those times where your business may slow down in profitability. And, businesses have those ebb and flows, and it can really make all the difference between your business surviving and being able to go to the next level if you are keeping your overhead low and really understanding that you're not going to always have good days, you're not always going to have good weeks or even good years for that matter. Sometimes you may have a really poor year in your business for whatever reason. It could be something that is totally out of your control and has nothing to do with your business model or how you're conducting your business. It can be something unforeseen that could, a market could change or something, anything could happen that will really take your business to a point where it's not being profitable as it usually is. And you have to be prepared for that. And the best way to be prepared for that is to really keep your overhead low so that even if you aren't profitable, you're able to manage those times and manage those things in your business that cost money. You have to be able to pay your bills, and you have to be able to, pay the people that work for your business and all of those things. So definitely put that at the top of the list, high priority. Keep your overhead low. And along with that, another important thing that you can do in your business early on is be open-minded about your profitability in other areas. And what I mean by that is you may be in business selling shoes. And along with that, you may have, tertiary items like keychains, socks, and, t-shirts or whatever. Your core business may be in shoes, but you may find that you're making more money with those tertiary items. And if you aren't open-minded about those things, you may think to yourself, oh, I don't want to focus on that because that's not my core business. And you may be, pushing really hard to sell shoes when all you have to do is pivot and put a little bit more eggs in the basket of those other things, and your profit margins will go through the roof. And this happens a lot in business because people are fixated on the idea that they have for their business. And what I want to tell you is don't be stuck on the idea of your business in terms of making money. Always keep an open mind, because you never know what's going to be the most profitable thing in your business, and you want to be able to pivot to that thing when you recognize it. And you will recognize it. You will recognize it. This happens all the time. You will recognize those little pockets of profit where you can increase your profit margins. And it's just up to you to step into those things when you see them and not feel like, oh, I don't want to do that because that's not my core business. So always keep that in mind. And another thing I want to say right here is that you have to enjoy the journey of your business. And I say this from experience. I know we can be on fire about the things that we want to do business-wise, and we can really start out on that course and really be gung-ho and excited about whatever we're doing. But as time goes on, we can get to the point where we lose that initial fire about what we're doing, and we start to, slack and relax in certain areas of our business because we don't have, that same spirit of being excited about what we're doing. So definitely don't lose that as much as you can. Don't lose that, because the more you enjoy what you're doing, it shows to your customer base, and that really brings people closer to what your core offering is. If you believe in it, people will see that on you, especially as a business owner. Even if you have employees or what have you, if they feel that you aren't excited and on fire about what you're doing, that will show in them as well. Even if you hire good people that, have their own energy, they're still going to feed off of the core energy of, what is transmitting throughout the entire business from the top down. So if you don't have that energy, you can best believe that the people that are working for you probably won't have that energy as well. So definitely take time to enjoy what you have built and what you are building in your business. Don't ever get to the point where it's just, I'm just working in my business and, I'm not enjoying it anymore. Try not to get to that point. And you can do that by really being open-minded to new possibilities and, continuing to do the things that you did in the beginning of brainstorming about your business. That's one of the most fun times in your business, when you are brainstorming about the possibilities of what it's going to be. Never lose that. Continue to do that, and you'll find that it not only helps you to stay on fire about what you're doing now in your business, it will also translate to having fresh ideas and being able to grow your business in other ways and in other areas, which is very important to what we're talking about, being able to survive those early years in your business and get to that point of profitability and sustainability over the course of time. And another key factor of that is really building out your processes and really reinforcing those every day. I mean, your processes are going to be your ally when you get to the point where your business is operating and you are tired, and I'm just gonna be honest with you, you're gonna get to the point where you're tired in your business sometimes, because it's hard to start something from scratch and build that, and it takes a lot of energy and resources, both emotionally and what have you. So you have to be able to have those processes in place that really take that load off and that weight off in your business as you continue on the path of growing your business year after year. So this is something that is definitely overlooked, and I can't stress this enough. Make sure you are creating those processes and things early enough so that when you are beginning to grow in your business, you can hand those things off to other people and grow and not feel like, oh, I have to do all of these things, I have to do all of these things in my business. And there's nothing wrong with being hands-on in your business. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you are a business owner that is seeking to grow and survive those early years of your business, you have to be able to hand those things off and have those processes in place that make that an easy transition for you. And lastly, just repeat what works. If you find things that work in your business, if they are working well, even if you are, at a point where you're growing and you're flourishing and you are, building new avenues of your business, keep your core things that are working going. Don't reinvent the wheel, so to speak. If you have things that are the core to your business and they are sustaining your business, those things, those processes, keep them going and let those things be the foundation of the efforts that you continue and that you proliferate throughout your people and every facet of your business. I hope this has been extremely helpful for someone. And until we talk again, I wish you health, wealth, and freedom.